What has been the most surprising thing that has happened in our marriage that you did not expect? The most surprising thing. It can be positive or it can be negative. It can be whatever you want. But the most surprising thing you did not expect.
Hmm.
So many things.
So many things that were surprising that I did not
So
expect.
many things. Y'all don't even know. So many things.
And I had 20 years to play down.
I know, right? Yeah,
I can't say that I didn't expect for us to move from Louisville, Kentucky, because I expected that.
You expect us to leave Louisville?
Yeah, I expected that. Because in
Really?
my heart of hearts, I knew that whatever man that God had for me was going to take me away from Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay, we sitting there wearing Louisville gear, and it sounds like you hating on Louisville.
No, I lived
I'm
there
just
my
saying it
whole-
sounds like you hating on Louisville.
I lived there my whole life.
Right.
But I felt a heavy drawing, like it was going to be getting me out of the area.
Okay.
And I didn't know where I was going to end up, but,
Right.
and then, so I can't say the moving part, that was a given.
Okay.
I will say the one thing I know for sure, without question, is that God told you to tell us to leave here and go back to Louisville and start a church.
That episode
totally did not.
That episode is one you definitely need to watch.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's an episode right there.
Yeah.
We might need to do that one next.
Absolutely. That totally. I'm like, are you sure? Did you heard him clearly? I mean, I don't question you, but
no, but you know what though? I wasn't wrong. I think that was just part of the journey. I think that was
a part of the journey that caught me by.
Well, listen, it caught us all by
surprise. It was totally unexpected.
Yeah.
There wasn't nothing that I could say.
Yeah.
Oh, I believed it. Lord was gonna say no. Didn't see that.
Especially how it turned out.
Right.
That was the part that we didn't expect. Like we thought, okay, God told us to do this, and it's gonna turn out great, and everything's gonna be good. But we didn't see what He was seeing, but we needed it though. When you think about it, we needed that time, but it was hard.
No, we didn't need it all the time. There's some time we.
Well,
I'm just saying, some of those you can have.
Yeah.
You can have some of that time back.
But I go back to my original statement. Everything we've been through has gotten us to this place. So maybe we did need that time. Maybe we were so stubborn that in our thinking at that time that we didn't know, and God had to use that time to deprogram us a little bit. Be like, okay, y'all just gone. I need y'all to get that out your system. And we did. We did.
Oh,
it's out there now for sure. So yeah, it's out. Okay. So that was my question. Okay, that's your question.
How do I know? A lot of people, when they think of the phrase, how do I know, they always want to put the what behind it. How do I know what I'm supposed to do? The question that you really should ask is, how do I know why I'm here? Because when you know your why, your what becomes more clear and more impactful. If you know, like for instance, people know that I do comedy, but that's what I do. My why is to inspire people to walk in purpose. So I can do comedy, I can write books, I can be in a movie, because all of it is motivated by my why. In fact, I have a new web series out called Michael Jr. Break Time. We probably just did the 6th episode. It's on YouTube. So every single Wednesday at 3 o'clock, we drop a new episode on YouTube of Michael Jr. Break Time. What it is it's me. I travel around the country and I do stand-up comedy, in case you didn't know. And in the middle of my comedy set sometime, I'll stop and just talk to my audience. And we've been filming this, and it's pretty cool. So we're in Winston-Salem. I'm going to show you a clip from Winston-Salem. And I'm just talking to this guy in the audience, and he tells me that he's a musical instructor at a school. So I was like, all right, you're a musical instructor. Can you sing? Let me hear you sing a song. So this is what happened at the last episode of Michael Jr.'s Break Time. Check it. So you're a musical director. Cool.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let me get a couple bars of like Amazing Grace. Can you do the first part of that? Go ahead.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Wow. That bro could sing. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, what you give me the version is if Your uncle just got out of jail. You got shot in the back when you was a kid. I'm just saying, let me see the hood version real quick. If you know which version I'm talking about, just see if that exists. Let me see what you got.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now, right now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Okay. Here's what I want you to catch. The first time I asked him to sing, he knew what he was doing. The second time, he knew why he was doing it. When you know your why, your what becomes more impactful because you're walking towards or in your purpose.
Zeta Phi Beta's got soul. Zeta Phi Beta's got soul. Zeta Phi Beta's got soul. Deep in my blood, I love my Z5, I love my Z5. Zeta Phi Beta's got soul. Deep in my blood, I love my Z5, I love my Z5. Zeta Phi Beta's got soul. Deep in my blood, I love my Z5, I love my Z5. Zeta Phi Beta's got soul. Soul.
It's that time of year as college basketball takes center stage with the tournament finally upon us. What's going on, y'all? It's your man, Lloyd Spence, and if you're looking to wager this year, BetOnline is the #1 spot for all your updated odds and info, along with great contests including the bracket contest, where you have a chance to take home the top prize. So head over to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, to get started. BetOnline is your continued source for all your sports wagering needs, including live betting and your favorite Vegas casino games. It's BetOnline where the game starts. Happy March Madness.
Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Yeah. Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in a bag of a can. I can make it round the world with the holes in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Welcome to Talkin NOIZ, the daily podcast that brings you up to speed and keeps you informed about real issues affecting real people. With your host, Mr. Talkin NOIZ himself, Lloyd Spence. His beautiful wife, Mrs. NOIZ, Kenyatta Spence. The ever-informed Brother NOIZ, Alan Brown. And yours cordially, Uncle NOIZ, Shake Anderson. Come on in and join us as we reveal and opine today's most pressing issues. Real truth while having real fun. Talkin NOIZ is in your house right now. So sit back and enjoy Talkin NOIZ.
2, 1, ready, come on.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-woo!
Y'all know we are back to our regularly scheduled program. And we're coming in hot. We're coming in hot right off the top. I'm just going to tell you right now. Praise the Lord, saints. Praise the Lord. We're glad to be here with you in the service one more time. We ask that you meet us in the pews right now where we can fellowship under one accord. And if we happen to fall asleep during the show, pay us no never mind. We're meditating in the Lord. Amen, amen, and amen. Play, little white man, play. Yes. Why you always huffing and puffing when the little white man plays? I like when he play. You don't like when he play?
I mean,
You want me to get a black man? You want me to fire him?
no.
Because I'm just saying it wouldn't be right to fire him. He's doing a good job.
Do you like to play the organ?
I do not. I'd rather play piano. I can play the organ. I'm just not great at playing. Like, I can't make it talk, as the black folk would say. I can't make it talk.
You can play piano, but you can't play the organ and make it talk.
It's not the same thing.
They keys. What's the difference?
It's a huge difference. It's a huge difference. It's a massive difference. Just because you can hit keys on the organ don't mean you can play an organ like gospel style. I can play an organ if it just means hitting keys and chording. Yeah, but I can't talk. I can't make that thing talk like the Wahite boy just did.
So that means you can't play the organ.
Not really. I'm not a great organ player. I'll never profess to being a great organ player. That's not my bag.
No.
Yeah.
I thought you could play the organ.
No. I have played it before, and I can fake my way through a service.
You can fake your way through a service? What is that?
Fake my way through a service. If I needed to fake my way through a service.
What does that mean, Basil?
Well, people was like, hey, we need somebody to play the organ. Just play. I'd be like, okay, I can do that. But it wouldn't be like professional.
So you can play the organ.
I can't.
Then you can't fake your way through a service if you can't play the organ.
A lot of people wouldn't know that I couldn't play the organ. But I know I can't play the organ. That's what I'm saying.
That makes no sense at all.
It makes sense to me. It makes sense to musicians. There are musicians that play the piano. They can't really play the piano, but they can play the piano. You wouldn't know
play the piano, but they can play the piano.
That's exactly right. You don't know that they can't play the piano because they're hitting all the notes that look like they can play the piano. But if you listen to what they really listen to what they do, you're like, man, this dude can't play.
Only person who knows that is okay.
Another musician. That's what I'm saying. Like if he's hitting off, if every song is in the same key, the dude probably can't play well.
Okay, but then how many real professional ones are actually there to be able to tell the difference?
No, that's my point. Most people would not know that I can't play the organ because I can play in different keys. I can play soft. I can do just enough to make you say, man, he's not a bad organ player.
So you can play like what's been played just now.
No, I can't play none of that.
So that means a particular skill.
That is a true organ player. I can't do none of that.
So you saying the YTHs know how to do a true organ playing?
I ain't gonna say I'm gonna say that an hour.
I mean,
the organ is cold blooded. He's bad.
Until you showed the picture, I'm sure nobody believed you.
Yeah, he can play. He got skills. I give him credit. He got serious skills.
Okay.
But no, I don't have that skill. Not to play the organ like that.
All these years.
Yeah, all these years.
I assume that you can play the organ like you play the piano.
No, I don't know what right, because you wouldn't know. I can fake my way through it. You would say,
I seen you sitting at an organ. That's what I'm saying.
You see me sit at an organ and you see me play an organ. But just because I played it don't mean I can play it.
So you faked your way through.
I faked it.
Wow. I've never heard that confession.
I mean, listen. Like I said, nobody knew that I couldn't really, really, truly play. But I knew. I know I can't play. I'm okay, but I'm not great. You know, if somebody called me for a real professional gig, they'd be like, Lloyd, you want to play the organ? No, I do not.
But most of the time when people ask that is because they really don't have anybody else. So then would you?
If a church called me and they have zero expectations, then I'll come play.
Zero
expectations. Like if they say, all we need is somebody to make noise on the organ, I'm your guy.
Noise?
Right. Then I am absolutely your guy.
Okay.
But if you're looking for somebody to spank that thing, I am not the one.
What does that mean?
Like spank it, play it, make it talk. I'm like, no, man.
I don't even know what that means.
See, what our boy was doing, he was making it talk. He was really all that he was doing this thing. Me, I just make it like, look at you and be like, hey, here I am. You good?
Unbelievable. I had no idea. I'm sure the noisemakers are just as baffled.
I don't think they are. I think they understand exactly what I'm saying.
You talking about I spank that. I don't spank that thing. I don't make it sing and all that.
Now, if you talk about a piano, I can make a piano. I can play piano. I'm very good at piano playing. But as far as organ, no, that ain't my bag, man.
You have professional training.
Huh?
Did you have professional training?
In what?
The piano.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. Shout out to my mentor, Jay Flippin. For more
your mentor's last name is Flippin?
Jay Flippin. 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 Jay Flippin.
That's bananas.
Jay Flippin was one of the coldest in the game.
That's like saying my piano teacher's last name was Keys.
What? That's not the same. How's that the same thing?
I mean, it's Flippin and Keys. I mean,
I feel like you judging Jay Flippin. Rest in peace to him, by the way.
Okay, I won't speak ill.
Yeah, don't speak ill of the dead.
But
what's going on, noisemakers? We back. I was trying to hold out one of my stories for Al or Ron, who are coming on. I'm trying to check and see on my brothers how they doing and are they gonna be able to make it today? Because they may be tied up with other things.
Help me to hold out.
That happens from time to time. But I got a good story for you, the noisemakers. Here in just a minute. Once I find out what the brothers are doing. It's good to hear from the noisemakers. Who's pulling up? Chad Major's in the building, which means that the 5 is going to pop off tonight. The 5 is popping off tonight. Yes, sir.
Buff Love is in
Buff
The
Love's
house.
in the building. What up, Buff Love? It's good to see you, brother. And everybody else pulling up on YouTube, pulling up on Facebook. High on love. Enjoy. Shout out to my beautiful daughter, Azaria. Love you, boo. You know what I'm saying? Love you, boo. I'm actually in a good place. I'm tired though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me just full confessional to the noisemakers right now. So we had a proposal that we had to submit today. And it is complete. Okay. Okay, bro. Got you. I'm responding to Al B. He's en route.
Okay, you have something, a proposal that you had to submit on today, which is a part of that bubbling under the surface statement you made the other day to the noisemakers.
Yeah, listen. So a quick family meeting to everybody.
Oh my goodness, what is happening?
Well, he's texting me.
Then wait a minute.
I can't wait a minute because he's texting me in real time. He's trying to get on the show. Just greet the people, Mama Noise. Greet the people.
My gosh.
Give them an update on you real quick. Give them an update on you.
Okay. Well, you see the crutches here. I don't like the crutches. I don't like walking on crutches. So I've been using the walls and stuff to kind of get around, but it's getting better. My ankle's getting better. Thank you guys so much for your prayers and your concern about my ankle getting better. The family has just been awesome. Helping a sister out. I know I've been getting on people's nerves, calling every call. You know what? You really don't understand.
You haven't got on our nerves. You haven't got.
Listen, I know if you don't know already, you may, sometimes we go through our days and stuff and we assume, well, that's just the way it is. But listen, until you have something taken away, like your ability to be able to get up and walk around and go do what all you want to do, then you realize, man, I take a lot of steps because, or I'm constantly cleaning up or picking up, or man, I like my food a certain kind of way, or I like my breakfast a certain kind of way. Well, until that's taken away from you, where then you have to depend on other people to do those things, then you're like, man, I didn't realize the independence that, I had, or like, man, it's such a beautiful day outside. I'd love to go outside for a walk, until you can't. And then, you're like, man, I feel some kind of way right now that I'm not able to just get up and just go, or just able to just get up and just get up and do some laundry or something that, your, basic, things that you do. So, I just want to thank my family for being there, and thank the noisemakers for their prayers. And thank you, Sora Roxanne Dancer.
Well, hold on before we get to that. Do you feel better? Are you feeling better?
I'm feeling better. I have some moments like last night. I don't know why I didn't just get up and take some medicine, but I just was like, okay. Sometimes you just don't. I mean, I know it's probably not the best, but I'm just like, I just didn't want to take medicine. But I'm thinking if I just elevate my foot, my leg, I'll feel better. But at any rate, it is better, a lot better than it was for the initial fall. So, I'm
gonna tell you something. First of all, this is Mama Noise's first sprain. So she's never had a sprain in her life before. So this is all new territory with her. So she's kind of not bugging, but she's, because I don't want to say she's bugging. She's not, because there are moments where she has been a bad patient. This is the sprain itself. She has not handled badly because it's just new to her. She had never had no sprain, so it's just new. So she didn't understand the little twinge that you get in your foot, the little twinge that you get in your ankle. It's just, it's just a weird feeling to us that she's never had before. So I'm not So we're trying to work through that part of it because that part is like, oh, I hate it.
Well, I told Azari this morning, you and Al and Ron and all the different guys have, you guys are been athletes most of your life, and so this is nothing new. And I'm like, I was an athlete when I was in high school and middle school, and I still never received, thank God, I never experienced a break or sprain in any of those times. As athletic as I was in high school, I still never experienced a sprain. So you guys talk about sprains like they're just like, oh, okay. It's
yeah, because if you have one, well, listen, the first one is very jarring. First one you ever get is very jarring because it throws you off like, oh my God, what is this an immense sensation that is twinging through my ankle? So it kind of throws you off. But after you've had one, you typically kind of know, it's kind of like the common cold at that point. You're like, okay, I need to do X, I need to do Y, I need to do Z, and I'll be back.
Okay.
So this is your first one. So for this to be your first one, shout out to you for waiting until you get to this age to have your first one.
No, you don't want this at this age. It ain't when you want, when you're younger, you bounce back. I mean, just think about for our wedding. Didn't you sprained your ankle the day before?
Yeah, hooping.
I don't know how you were able to turn around and start walking.
Because I've had sprained ankles before.
Oh my gosh.
And so I knew what I had to do. So everything I've done with you, that's what I did. And then there's a point where once you've had it, you can kind of will yourself back. Oh. Because you know the pain that you're going to feel, you know what it's going to take. So you just kind of will yourself back. So again, this is all new territory for you, but you've handled it well. But we do want to give a shout out because we found something last night. I ain't gonna hold you, but y'all need to listen. Y'all noisemakers, y'all need to listen to your boy because I'm about to put y'all up on some serious game. Listen, when I tell you that the chill factor, the cooling relief rub from Roxanne Christian and Lux Medi RX. When I tell you that thing is thinging, my God. Y'all need to listen to me. I'm being real now. Y'all got to hear me, your boy. I typically, because of old sports injuries and just beat down in life, whatever, I have some knee issues. And I had a really bad fall years ago on my knee and kind of not cracked it, but tore a meniscus in my knee. And so from time to time, I have some challenges with my knee. And so I ain't gonna hold you. Every day is like getting up and transforming with my knees. I hear them. You know what I'm saying? I hear it.
I can't believe you said that.
Gotta go to the bathroom. So that's me. Every day when I get up, I got to make that transformer sound.
Oh my gosh. That's
so awesome. Last night when we get off the air, just like we promised y'all we would, I told Mama Noise, let's put the cream on and see what it does. Listen. It ain't even been 24 hours yet. Listen. When I tell you my knees have not felt this good in years.
Hey.
I mean, I am bouncing around this house like I'm a teenager. It's crazy. At first, I keep waiting for the moment. Like, okay, this can't be real. Like, what is going on? Listen, y'all need to listen. I'm serious now. I'm telling you what the Lord loves. This thing is gonna save some people's lives. Like I ain't overselling it, man. Woo!
I told Azaria,
Phenomenal.
I said, Zaria, your father put some of that cream on his knees last night. I said, I cracked my eye open this morning. I said, Lloyd was standing at the top of the stairwell.
Hey, listen. Because I've been working, I worked pretty much all night last night. I took like a little 4-hour nap and then got back up and worked. But normally I just call upstairs when I want something. I just tell, I put it on the phone and call folks, be like, hey, do this, do that. I almost ran up the stairs today. Oh. I was like, doop. Hey, you gotta get up. Time to get up.
I was like, is that your father at the top of the stairs?
Listen, y'all don't understand. Your boy, listen, we about to have some breakthroughs with the company financially on some stuff. One of my first purchases is going to be a case of this stuff.
You need to show that cream again.
Let me show that cream again. What up, Al B?
What's popping?
Let me show this cream again. Al B, I'm telling the story about this cream, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, listen.
The chill factor.
My knees have not felt this good. I can honestly say it. I'm being serious. My knees have not felt this good in 4 years. I mean, I low key want to go hoop, but I know I just want to test it out first. But if it keep feeling like this, I'm probably gonna step on somebody's court.
Lloyd, before you came on, Lloyd said he usually gets to the platform below the stairs and calls upstairs what he wants from upstairs. Because he's not coming upstairs unless he absolutely has to. So this time I was getting up this morning. I was like, is that Lloyd at the top of the stairs? Lloyd.
In the words of the prophetess Stephanie Mills, I feel good. I feel good all over. I'm serious. Real talk. Y'all need to go. If y'all got any joint now, Mama Noise, you put it on your ankle though last night, right?
It felt like like it was numb, like my foot. I didn't feel anything. I guess that's the reason why you were able to feel good all over, is that it took out the pain, took out the tenderness, took out.
Come on, listen. I'm really tripping. Like, how did it? I don't understand the medical side of this. I don't understand what CBD is doing. All I know is I feel good.
Yeah, didn't she say something about it blocks the receptors or something?
It's blocking the shit out of some stuff. I don't know what's going on, but I know man.
Yeah.
I feel amazing.
I'm serious. He has been bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. It's just to see put that cream on his knees. I said, okay.
So y'all need to listen. And noisemakers, listen. You can get your 10% off on whatever this is. And also, it's Noise 10, by the way, for the 10% off. And then also, if you get Real Bold, shipping on orders of over $200, it's free. So I'm going back in. I ain't gonna hold you with this. I mean, as soon as I get the opportunity, I'm gonna go on and re-up, and we ain't even nowhere near the end of this. We just started, but this thing, whoo, God. So I had to come on.
You're like, man, I'm gonna need you to make a jar a little bit deeper.
I'm gonna need the industrial strength Sam's Club size.
Oh my gosh.
So I just wanted to share that with the noisemaker, man. But you feel better too, Mama Noise?
Yeah, it's I didn't have any swelling. But in the middle of the night, my leg, I didn't use it all over my leg and everything. I just used it in that one little area right there.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. She said it's designed for a targeted area.
Yeah.
And so, but I think I'm gonna re-up after the show with you. And I'll admit I've been selfish with it.
No, but listen.
I need to share it with you.
Let me tell you, since it does that for your knees, and I know, like I this is not hyperbole. This is not embellishment. When I saw you at the top of the stairs, I was like, whoa. I mean, it's whoa, what's going on? Or and you was getting Naya up for school. I was like, okay.
I'm telling you, I've been bouncing around all through the night, all day. I'm like, how is this happening? So I'm sold. Roxanne Christian sold. I gotta tell you, I'm sold. So that we just want to share that with the noisemakers. Get you some of that today if you can. Al, how you feeling, man? You good?
I'm good. I was trying to cheat and park in the parking lot of work because it was real windy, raining, and they were trying to say might get some pea-sized hail. So I was trying to cheat and went to log in on my phone, and the screen right before you come into the StreamYard said that my device was my mic and camera is locked.
It's hating on you. They hating on you.
Well, I'm trying to figure it out now. I'm in my settings trying to figure it out.
Okay.
But it won't let me be great.
Wow, I don't like that, Al.
It would let me log in without my. It says you can log in without your mic and camera. I was like, well, there'd be no point of that.
I like what is it? So you just want me to watch it? I can watch it.
Right. Luckily, I live 5 to 6 minutes away, so I have tailed it back home and logged in on the laptop.
Well, we appreciate that, and so do the noisemakers, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And thank you. But other than
that, I feel good.
Other than that, you feel good. Awesome. I have a very interesting breaking. This is kind of a breaking news story because it happened last night.
Oh.
And it was reported today. And shout out to blacksportsonline.com. But it came also from TMZ Sports.
Uh-oh.
Did y'all hear about what Mike Tyson did last night?
No.
So apparently they were in I don't know if this was a comedy club or it was a comedy club. Mm-hmm. And some guy was in the comedy club, and I guess he started kind of picking at Mike Tyson, I guess.
Oh, what is happening?
He interrupted the
comic?
No, listen, baby. I'm going to tell the story. Can I tell the story?
I was confused, too. I was just about to say, was this the performer? I was just about to say it before she said it.
Well, I was going to
Thank you, Al, because your friend.
Well, I'm going to get to it for both of y'all. Okay. What you thought it was going to change? Because, listen.
We ready.
Give me a second.
Go ahead.
All right, then. So this was last night. Mike is sitting in his seat on the front row, and some random guy approached Mike and whoever he was with, and he just kind of tried to jam him up. I don't know if the guy was drunk or whatever it was, but he just now the comedian's on the stage,
okay,
doing his thing. The guy walks up to Mike, starts talking to him. Now, by the way, there's footage of all this on TMZ.
Of course it is.
Right. So he was actually challenging Mike to a fight for whatever reason, so that tells you the dude is insane from the start, right?
I mean, listen, they don't call him Iron Mike Tyson.
Right. He said this would elevate his status, is what witnesses are saying. So Mike, of course, kept it chill. He didn't engage the man. He just let him talk. Now, eventually, the comedian or the MC that's on stage, he says, yo, man, you got to, sit down or whatever. Well, that made the dude mad. So the guy pulled out a gun and threatened to shoot the host. Oh. And he cocked it in front of everybody. So now everybody's ducking and they're jumping under the table like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? Mike gets up, talks to the guy very calmly, tells him, brother, chill, gets him to calm down, embraces the man, gives him a hug, tells him he's not going to call the police on him, but he probably needs to get out of there immediately. The guy puts the gun back in his waist, leaves out the door. And if you needed a what the hell moment, you have it now.
Well, see, now let's keep in mind that just like we introduced to the people about CBD, Mike Tyson has a CBD brand. And so that's why he didn't go into flip mode.
You think that he was on CBD?
He calmly told the man, listen,
that was right.
I believe that he was under the influence of his own product. And so he calmly told the man that this is not what you want to do, brother. You don't want to go to jail. Matter of fact, I'm going to help you out. Because listen, we all know that Iron Mike used to be hothead Mike. He didn't used to be this guy that says, you probably don't want to do that. Right, Chad, in the chat. He's peacemaker Mike Tyson.
I don't know if that's it or not. I'm just telling you.
So what should Mike have just flipped out and said, he got a gun and hit him right in the mouth or knock him unconscious so then he could be in court with a crazy officer?
But that don't mean he was on CBD. Calm down.
Listen. CBD changed Mike Tyson's life.
Don't get high off your own supply.
Right, Mama knows you don't know that.
You can look it up.
But you don't know that's what he was on CBD last night.
Mike Tyson had to have something to keep him from flipping that flip mode. Somebody gonna confront him and try to fight him. He probably gets that type of stuff all the time. Somebody thinking that they can, I'll take you on.
I can't let
the new Mike, the old Mike would have never threw a fight either. But you saw what the new Mike did with Roy Jones.
That's true. He threw that whole fight.
See, peacemaking.
What are you seeing?
Peacemaking Mike Tyson.
You know what? You be saying some stuff that make me go, what in the world are you talking about?
You can say what you want, but I'm telling you, the CBD that he uses, he is chilling like a mug.
Chilling like a mug. That might be the name of it. Chilling like a mug.
That's his brand? Chilling like a mug?
17,000 milligrams of chilling like a mug.
Are you feeling a little overwhelmed under stressful situations?
Listen, we talked about
like a mug.
We talked about how he has the gummies that are shaped like the ear of Evander Holyfield.
Mama Noise, I am not gonna let you sit here and just be reckless.
Where's the line?
With your commentary tonight.
He has the gummies in the shape of the man's
that
ear.
Don't mean that's what happened last night.
So that's why he's chilling like a mug.
No. Shame on you. I have no proof that Mike Tyson. So here he is right here. This is the guy talking to Mike. They're trying to calm him down. He's standing right in front of Mike. The comedian is standing there like what in the world is going on? They want to calm the dude down. Mike is like, he hadn't moved yet. They like, dude, you got to go sit down, bro. The dude's on stage. Like, what are you doing? He pushed him. Now, that's where he should have done. Now, he pulls out the gun and says, hey, man, you lost your mind, playboy?
Don't put your hands on me.
Put your hands on me. And then Mike,
what you got to say, but don't put your hands on me.
Now, Mike brings the guy over, tells him, come here, give you a hug. He say, man, we good people, man. The guy's probably drunk as hell. Let's just be clear about that. And then the guy just leaves.
Mike is like, these young.
Can I just tell y'all, this is one of the blackest moments I've ever seen in my life. Because only in a black club would this guy be allowed to leave with no issue. Like he left, didn't get arrested, and well, he might get arrested now. Like somebody made, an investigation is probably pending at this point. But here's the other part of this. Did nobody leave the club? Everybody just
old boy came back out and probably finished his set.
I mean, listen.
He's like, I gotta get my check though.
Right? Oh, I paid for these tickets.
That's one of the blackest moments I've ever seen. That's crazy. That's crazy. But Mike Tyson, the pillar of strength.
Mike Tyson was probably like, these young bucks. Come on,
Mike Tyson, the calm in the storm.
You ain't finna bust a grape. Sean said he don't do the CBD, he do the THC.
Right, he might not be on when we on. He probably on that ooh-wee.
Well, that's why I said he's chilling like a bug. He's sitting there going, he's waving a gun. Okay, I'll wait for it. This boy is showing out, trying to get, I don't know what was his end game, but you know.
Well, he was trying to make a reputation on Mike Tyson. I mean, it didn't work, but
you said he wanted to fight him?
That's what witnesses say. Witnesses say he wanted to fight him.
Listen,
he was like, let's fight and see what happened.
Mike knows that his hands are what they call them, weapons. Licensed, I forgot what they call them. Boxers, their hands are
deadly weapons, Mama knows.
Deadly weapons.
You're struggling bad today.
I couldn't remember what it was.
Bad today.
Really?
You are, man. It's
lethal. Thank you, Al. Lethal weapons. And so that's why they can't just go around busting on people when they get ready. So that's why he's sitting there looking like
Mike can bust on whoever he wants.
Hey, look, you're not going to take his weed business because you want somebody to tag you so he can rear back on TMZ and say, I don't know why Mike Tyson busted me in my eye. And then his eye is big as a big old grapefruit. I mean, come on, man.
I'm concerned you took some of that anointing oil this morning because you turned all the way up.
Anointing oil, it's anoint.
You turned all the way up this morning. You are turned all the way up.
I'm just saying. That's what I think. And just happened to be some weed is in the story, being that that's Mike Tyson's brand.
It wasn't no weed in the story. What are you talking about?
You can't mention him now without mentioning that he
mentioned it. You mentioned it. You brought all of that into the story.
That's right.
I didn't say nothing about no weed.
I said that's why he was chilling like a mug.
You know what? Let's move on. Because you done create a whole. See, this is how rumors get started, Al. People that can't just let the story be the story, they want to add to the story. Ninjas.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was speaking of adding to the story, did y'all hear about this story right here?
Mm-hmm.
The personal trainer, Eduardo Alves, came home from a hard day at work in a snowy day in his town he lived in. Not sure where he lived at. He was in Brazil. And it was snowing
in Brazil.
It was tired, and it was a long day. And he came home and saw his wife's car parked out front of the house. He said, "Oh, my baby's home. There goes my baby." He was excited to see his wife.
Okay,
he went over to the car to see his boo thing. And once he got over there, this is what he saw. He started beating on the window, and everybody said, okay, maybe it wasn't snow, maybe it was just a bad.
I'm sitting there going,
let's move on. Move on. That's not important to the story. Anyway, he started beating on the car, and you can kind of see what he's doing. But here's the gist of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Inside of the car was his wife and a local homeless man. And his wife, Miss Alves, decided that the Lord, she's a churchgoer. She loves Jesus. And she said she told a friend that she got a message from God to go help the homeless man that was trying to sleep outside our house or near a car or whatever. And one thing led to another. The next thing you know, she was jumping up and down on top of the homeless man with her titties out. She was having sex with the homeless man in the car.
She was trying to help the homeless man.
She was trying to lay hands or
nope. Nope.
She was trying to be a blessing.
I heard your baby through your video lose her mind.
Do what?
I heard your daughter. Oh God.
Well, yes.
Yep.
Yes, that's what she was doing. She wanted him to come before the Lord.
Nope.
Nope.
Lord. See, that's what happened when you.
No, she was repenting. He was repenting before the Lord.
I don't want to hear that.
And so
I don't believe it.
Needless to say, Eduardo was not happy to see his wife bouncing up and down on the homeless man.
Oh my God.
And
Well, you
proceeded
know
to
what
beat the holy hell out of the man.
Scripture says a prophet is without honor in their own.
Oh, give it a rest, Al.
He is. And so he didn't want to bring the man before the Lord to come. And so he beat the man down in front of his house. And then now he didn't lay hands on the woman, which was good. I was very pleased with Mr. Alves that he didn't beat the woman down.
His wife.
That says a lot about his character. That he only whooped the homeless. Yeah, because he could have whooped everybody's ass, but he didn't do that. He just whooped the homeless man's ass.
I mean, okay, I'm not going to.
But it does bring to question a lot of things. Like, number one, why is your wife cheating on you with a homeless man outside of your house?
It's not cheating. She's not cheating. She's obeying the will of the Lord.
No.
Well, that's what she said, Mama Noise. That's her story.
No.
That's what she said.
You cannot change her testimony.
Let me say something. I used to get so mad in church when people used to say, "The Lord told me."
Oh my gosh.
I'd be like, "Oh, going it," because I really want to say a lot of times you lying. Lord didn't tell you that foolishness, but you can't tell. It's really against all church protocol to tell somebody they lying once they said the Lord told them.
I'm just saying.
Even though they are lying.
Lies.
Listen, she said the Lord, she was there you go. Thank you, Daniel Bill.
Nope, don't encourage him.
No, he said she was offering, that was her offering.
Nope.
She said, you don't know the cost.
Nope.
Of the oil.
Nope.
This alabaster.
Or was she saying, as I look back at it?
Nope.
I'm just telling you what it is, Mama Noise. You want to act like it didn't happen and she didn't hear from the God. She said she heard from the Lord.
She heard from somebody, but that wasn't God.
So you're saying God wouldn't have you sleep with a homeless man?
I absolutely would.
No. Hell no. Not if you marry. No.
And here's what's interesting about it. I have to show a picture of them as a couple for you to truly understand how really bizarre and strange this story really is. Because it truly is a bizarre and strange story. Because you think, well, maybe she's butt ugly, and so she's the only person that she can get outside of her husband is a homeless man. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is not necessarily true. She is actually a pretty attractive young lady. Which brings us back to what I said. She believed that the Lord told her.
And where is the picture of said homeless man?
Well, unfortunately, Mama Noise, I only have.
Now she probably could have said he was a homeless man.
Let me see if I can find the picture of the homeless man.
But that doesn't mean that he was a homeless man.
No, he was a homeless man. That has been confirmed. He is homeless.
But do you know what homeless means?
That
means it could be something. Homeless could be like, well, he was living at his mama's house, but his mama put him out. So guess what? He's homeless.
Mama Noise. He's homeless. Stop trying to make it less.
I'm trying to say.
Here's the homeless man. Now, this is post ass whooping, so I don't have another picture because homeless people don't really have, like, a lot of pictures. But this is the picture of him after he got beat down by Mr. Alves.
Okay.
She said, please don't pass me by.
Nope.
I'm really tripping out this story because that might be the worst I cheated excuse I've ever heard. The Lord told me to reach out and help the homeless dude. And that's why I took off my drawers. And
you want to bring in the Lord, she could be like Gomer.
What do you mean?
Hosea and Gomer. And she just,
Gomer wasn't sleeping with homeless people in the Bible.
we don't know what Gomer was doing. She was doing the most.
They would have said it in the Bible. She didn't do it.
She was going out on her husband.
She was, but they never said it was homeless people, though.
What?
Gomer had
Because
standards.
they didn't give the career of the people that she was going around messing with.
Don't you think the career would have been important to the story?
It might, what, Lord?
Okay, then. Look at this girl. She's not I don't understand the story at all. I'm be honest with you. I don't.
Well, Prince wrote a story about it.
Oh gosh.
Prince wrote. What did Prince say?
The Apostle Prince in the
Hallelujah.
second book said something about insatiable.
Insatiable. You think it's that? You think so? That brings us to the question that we were going to ask today.
Mm-hmm.
Whose fault was the cheating? Obviously, it's her fault. But what is she? Is it what Al said? Is that she's just insatiable to the point where even a homeless man looks sexy to her?
Gosh,
she need a 12-step program if that's her situation. A homeless dude?
But see, I keep trying to tell you the definition of a homeless person.
Oh, Mama Noise. The man ain't got no house.
That don't mean he don't know how to knock it off.
Well, clearly he know how to knock it off because he did.
I'm just saying.
I mean, he got it in, literally.
Oh my gosh.
But it brings me to another story.
Okay, because
so I keep my ear to the ground as it relates to most stories that are going on in social media. And about 6 months ago, well, not 6 months, maybe 3 months ago, I started hearing a rumor that all of this Savage Fenty gear that Meg Thee Stallion was promoting on her webpage was because she wanted to promote it. That she had actually been dropped from the brand.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, well, that's interesting. But I didn't take it seriously. And I didn't put a lot of credence in it because I'm like, well, these are rumor websites. And sometimes they get the story wrong. And, they don't always know. You get a source and you're able to run with the story legally. But that doesn't mean you really, truly have it all correct or whatever, right? But then yesterday, and to his credit, he does get a lot of information. Vlad TV talked about how Rihanna and Drake and Beyonce and Sierra all unfollow Meg Thee Stallion.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, well, why did they unfollow her? So here's what's coming out of that story. Apparently, there might be some beef between Meg and Rihanna as it relates to her boo, A$AP Rocky. Now, I want to be clear, A$AP Rocky, as of this story being reported right now, has been accused of nothing and has done nothing wrong.
Okay.
So, however, it appears that Meg may have per se sent A$AP Rocky some pictures that Rihanna wasn't too cool at on Instagram.
She sent him some pictures.
Possibly. On Instagram.
Is that because her relationship with old boy fell apart?
I don't know why she sent the pictures. That information we are not privy.
Because she's single now that she ain't with old boy.
Right. I don't know why she would have sent the pictures. All I know is apparently maybe Rihanna got wind of it, and because A$AP seemed like a good dude. Like I just saw him on the red carpet the other day, maybe last night, and he was saying how much he loved Rihanna and he's never seen a more beautiful pregnant woman, and he seemed like he's all in on the Rihanna thing.
Okay.
So maybe he, to cover his own ass, was like, Rihanna, let me just be clear. I didn't DM this chick. I didn't solicit these pictures. she's sending me pictures, Meg Thee Stallion.
Mm-hmm.
And so that might be the reason why Meg has been dropped from the brand, and why all these celebrities are unfriending her. I don't know.
I successfully fixed my phone. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna log back on my phone as I journey back to work.
Yay!
I feel like a genius. I didn't have to call Jeremiah. I was like, oh.
I'm really proud of you personally. I'm just gonna tell you the truth.
Yeah, that was pretty big.
Because they be trying to son us, yo.
Right.
They be trying to son us, these kids. Dang, old man, you don't know how to fix your phone? No, you ain't got to do that.
You just need to go back to a rotary.
Right.
Wow, that's shade.
They'll try to son you.
Right. I'll say this. Depending on how Rihanna gained knowledge of these
allegations,
pictures.
Well, the pictures, yeah, no allegations.
Right.
There were pictures.
Did she stumble across them? Did he, approach her? Look at this shit. Look, somebody come look at this. Look at this.
Right.
It all depends. But if you recall, a year or so ago, and we were going back and forth about relationships and hooking Al up, and I told you, I was like, one of the first questions I asked is, "Are you single?"
Yes.
Are you single?
Yes. We got to start with that.
Are you single? Because I don't care how attractive you are. If you're not single, I don't want to be bothered.
Right.
Because you got issues if you aren't single and you out here presenting yourself to be, or
right.
you putting yourself in a position where somebody treats you like you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So my answer to your question is, who's responsible for cheating? Are you saying men or women, or?
Yes, in general. Yeah.
It's no gender. It's not gender specific. It's the person involved in a relationship is responsible for cheating.
And I'm
if
so
I
glad
am a single man and I don't have any solid relationships, you know what I'm saying? I'm stumbling over words. Committed relationship, then I don't have a problem. Now, just because I run across you and you got Tyreek at the house, at the crib, you got a problem. So,
and let me tell you something, Al, I 1000% agree with you. I have great issue. And if A$AP Rocky handled it the way it appears that he did, shout out to him. Mm-hmm. Shout out to him. Yeah. Because that is the way you are supposed to handle it.
Right.
The person that's single and doing the stuff that they're doing, if they come to you and they hit on you and they want to be with you, and that's them. They can do whatever they want to do. It's how you receive it that matters.
Absolutely.
So just because somebody came to me, like Mama Noise shared Saturday that she was walking down the street, switching that booty from left to right.
No, I did not share that. I didn't say all that extra.
You was bouncing that ass, and some dude drove by and said, "Hey, Shawty."
I don't encourage.
He was like, "Shawty, what your name is?" And you was like, "Mary."
I said married. That's right. That's my name.
Right. So that's fine. Listen, that's the way you're supposed to handle it. That's the way it's supposed to happen. Listen, it ain't his fault. He don't know. He's a dude driving down the street seeing a nice ass. Listen, who among us has not responded to somebody with a nice ass before, right? It happens.
I am among us and have not responded.
In your lifetime, Mama Noise, you never responded to someone with a nice ass.
Why do I need to respond to somebody with an...
You ain't ever seen a dude that was looking good and you was like, "Hey, what up, my guy?"
That's not the same thing as responding to a nice.
Difference? What's the difference?
It is a night and day difference.
Mama Noise, you trying to use semantics over here, but we know the number.
Those are facts, sir. I'm not going around saying, you know what? Ooh, he got a nice.
Just because you didn't use those exact. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, she's like, she don't use those words. She says words like, "Oh, let me show you the new album that just came out."
Right.
What?
when you're in the record store.
When you were in the record store and he just happened to pop in.
Let me take you over to this.
No, now I will tell you, if you ask me, like somebody who had a beautiful smile, I was a sucker for a beautiful smile. So if it was somebody else, I said, man, that's a beautiful smile. So
same difference.
That's the same thing.
No, not to me.
A beautiful smile is just the reverse nice ass. That's all that you do. You just chose to put it in the face as opposed to the derriere. It's flirting. All it is flirting. It's you're flirting. But it doesn't matter. Listen, it doesn't matter.
Your eyebrows are thick.
Yeah. But it don't matter that you flirted. All that matters is how did I receive it and how did I respond.
But when you're single, you can flirt all you want.
Flirt all you want. Knock yourself out. Just don't be disrespectful.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The response is, I got a man. The next question, are you happy?
See, now we talked about that the other day.
Yeah, we talked about that too.
Next question or next statement should be, well, hit me up when you're not.
And some of them will try you. Listen, again, as long as you don't take it to levels of disrespect, you have the right to inquire as deep as you want to go. There are women that have required. Well, listen, if you ever want to get in a situation,
circumstance,
conundrum, feel free to call me. I've had that happen.
I know they be pushing up on Lloyd and Lloyd be like, oh, he probably I'm married, flattered that somebody pushed up in the first place. And then said he was married.
Don't act like you wasn't flattered when the dude walked by and said you had.
I thought he needed directions.
Was this the same Saturday that
I did? No, you did not.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that the same day? I did think he needed
directions. Past Saturday.
It was this past weekend.
Pre ankle sprain.
Pre-ankle sprain.
So now I'm starting to put the pieces of the puzzle together.
Yeah, you did not say, well, do you need directions?
Did you get distracted trying to see what he was looking at?
What the hell? No.
I'm just saying.
It was, you did not respond to him. Do you need directions? You said, I'm married.
Well, after he got closer and I was like, okay, you didn't want directions. You talking about, what's your name? And I was like, oh, bro, come on.
Hey, what your name is, Sean?
My name is Married.
Shawty, won't you come my way?
But listen, I don't really care that it doesn't bother me that you felt flattered. If I'm being honest, listen, you should feel flattered. You're a beautiful woman. You should feel flattered. That doesn't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that would bother me is if you said, well, my number is. You muted it out. You muted it. It muted again for some reason. There we go.
I'm muting my mic.
Right. I didn't do nothing.
I would be, I don't know. Pride would probably be the wrong word, but I would be okay with that myself. I'm like, okay, yeah, she is fine.
I am like that.
And she about to pull up in my crib. So,
and by the way,
Mama Noise with that.
I'm not bothered by it either. Mama Noise goes out of her way to tell me when she's being flirted with. She goes out of her way. She'll come home and be like, I don't know why that man was flirting at me at the grocery store. Do you not think I don't know you fine? I know you fine.
No, I tell
you that you fine all the time.
I told him I was trying to go for a walk here. I wasn't far away from the house, and there was a man. Yeah, I heard Danny say, how you ask for directions when you got GPS? Yes, but our complex is kind of complex. It doesn't say, well, you go 500 feet or you go 1,000 feet and then you make a left. It doesn't give you those directions to get to stuff. So when he was like, may I ask you a question? I do a terrible Nigerian accent. And I was like, okay, where's the leasing office? And I was like, oh, it's right around there. You nice looking woman. I said, okay, focus. It's right around here on the right. You're married.
You need to switch to MapQuest and get the steps.
MapQuest.
Apparently, Google Maps ain't working.
Oh my
Please switch over to MapQuest.
He is desperate if he done went to MapQuest.
Oh
I'm trying to see y'all in the car.
All right, we'll see you in a minute.
All right.
I'm gonna just say this. It don't bother me again that he flirted with you. It don't even bother me that he pushed up a little harder. It was like, well, I mean, what you doing? Like, how can I get with you? Can I get your number? That don't bother me. What you do is what I care about. And that's what any man, and that's probably what Rihanna was like. Listen, baby, as long as you ain't giving Meg the time of day, oh Lord, the baby done said what's that? As long as you're not saying giving him the time of day, it don't bother me. And that's the same thing with Rihanna. Rihanna didn't give it, or ASAP Rocky didn't. And first of all, let me just say this: with all due respect to Meg Thee Stallion, and I mean all due respect, she's a very attractive young lady.
Mm-hmm.
But he would be the dumbest person on planet Earth to be leaving Meg Thee Stallion, or leaving Rihanna for Meg Thee Stallion.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, you already hit the lottery.
Yeah.
Go home. Like, really, you did good.
I mean,
and really,
and see, it just
really outkicked your coverage. Like, I don't know how the hell you pull that off.
It proves that certain folks only trying to feel for you once they got a solid relationship that's going somewhere. Now you looking for me. Now you checking for me. Now I'm married, you checking for me. You wasn't feeling me while I was single and out here and I was available.
See, we don't know that though. We don't know that part though. We don't know that because maybe
Why she wasn't checking? Why she wasn't sending pictures before that?
Because she was in another relationship. She don't. So, and again, I don't listen. First of all, I said she sent the pictures. I don't know that she sent the pictures. That's what the story is. But I find it interesting that all of those people, and by the way, that is a circle. Those people, that group of people that I named, Beyonce, Drake, Rihanna, Sierra, all in the same circle.
Okay.
So for them to all unfriend her. And what's really to add on to that, Meg Thee Stallion won an
award the other night.
Award last night, and in the award speech, she said, and I quote, "I'm going to keep pushing, even through all the adversity."
I heard her say that in her. They said on CNN.
And I was like, adversity? What are you talking about the Tory Lanez thing? Are you talking about the breakup thing?
Right.
Are you talking about the people unfriending you thing? Like, what are we talking about right now? So,
and
as Mr. Nolan pulls up in the building.
I'm not sure, but even with the breakup of her and old boy, that was like low key. It was like some outlets kind of put it out there, but then you didn't hear it was buried. You didn't hear nothing else about her breakup with the dude that she was, gushing over. That's what they like to use in IG, gushing over. And she was posting all these pictures of them that they was the perfect combination and all that type of stuff. And then all of a sudden it was like non-existent.
Well, listen, I don't know what's going on with her. I hope that the picture thing was just a misunderstanding of some sort. I don't know how it could be, but maybe it is just a misunderstanding. But I want to ask Kyrie, what do you think about who? Well, we asked the question: who's responsible for the cheating? Who is ultimately responsible for the cheating?
Whoever initiates the cheating.
Explain it. I like that.
If you initiate it, you're responsible. I mean, if you go holler at somebody and you ask if they got a boyfriend or whatever, and she says yeah, and you keep asking questions, and you all of a sudden you like, well, you know what? Maybe I need to. You initiated the cheating, so your ass is responsible.
So we showed a video on Uncorked Wine. I might still have it. If I still have it, I'll show it again. If I don't, then we'll just have to.
Until I see the Megan Stallions photos, I don't believe it.
You don't believe she did it?
That's because he want to see the photos.
Oh, you said it.
I need video evidence.
See that? He's speaking up for his pal.
Touche, Ron.
Hey.
But we showed a video about 2 weeks ago on Uncorked Wine, and it was a young lady pulling up on a fast food joint, and she's flirting with the dude behind the window, and she says, "You so cuddly looking," and he says, "Oh, thank you." And she said, "You married?" He said, "You married?" He said, "Yeah." She said, "You cheat?" He said, "Nah." And he said, "Yeah." And then she said, "Well, what you want to do?" He said, "Why don't you come in the store? We can talk about it." So did he cheat or did she cheat?
He did. She already knew what she was gonna do.
He said he was married. It should have deaded the whole conversation.
His dumb ass kept going along with it. He wanted to cheat because he changed his mind.
So why do we want to fight always, or we want to crucify? Because a lot of times we will crucify the person that like in this situation, he beat up the homeless person. Well, first of all, Brian ain't got a house, so he can't initiate nothing. He didn't even have a place for the cheating to go down.
All he knew is it was a man sticking his wife.
Okay, but
that was a pride thing to whoop his ass. It was all about pride.
I'm saying.
And by the way, I ain't 100% sure I wouldn't follow suit. So I'm just saying, the man, the anger should be towards the wife. The man is just, he was minding his own business trying to get a sandwich. Next day, you know, this woman's jumping up on top of him.
It's vice versa. That is the biggest question I've always wanted an answer to. When I was single, it would be at different times. I would ask, you know, some guys interested in me. I'm like, oh, okay, you single, blah, blah, blah. They'd be like, yeah. Next thing I know, either some chick is showing up somewhere or ringing my doorbell or whatever. I'm sitting there going, I thought you were single. I'm going, why you keep bringing the smoke to the woman? Why you ain't bringing the smoke to the dude? Why you ain't breaking up with him? You like, he's my man. Okay, he apparently don't know that he's your man because he's going around acting like he's a single man. So why do we keep bringing it to as women, why do we keep bringing it to the woman instead of bringing it to the man? And then as a man, why you ain't bringing it to your woman instead of bringing it to another dude?
Well, that's the question that I have. I would have been okay with him pulling her out the car and saying, "Girl, we need to have a talk."
Yeah.
Or this conversation, this relationship's over with.
Because it's already over with. It's probably over with anyway.
That's part of the problem. A man just wants to work out his anger.
Right.
He doesn't want to work out the problem, so he can't work out his anger on a woman. Well, some men do. That's a totally different set of problems. So to avoid having to work through his issues, he wants to work out his anger, which is why he takes it out on the man instead of the cheating significant other.
And I would say the same for women, because a woman is not going to fight a man, but she going to fight another woman.
Which I don't. And a lot of these guys step back and be charged up and giddy and stuff, watching some girls fight. But it's like, really? So, okay, let's say you win. You win the fight. Do you stay in the relationship? He just showed you that's how much he loved you, that he'll take.
Well, here's the thing about what you just said, Mama Noise. He whooped that dude's ass and his wife still slept with the dude. Like, it didn't change anything.
That was done already.
Like, it already happened.
He already did everything he wanted to do. The ass whooping was just extra.
Right. I'm just saying, you still got to go home to this woman who slept with this homeless dude and ask some really hard questions. Like, number one, ew.
No.
In COVID, you out here sleeping with a homeless dude? What's wrong with you?
No, you no more questions.
And then you sleeping with a homeless dude, and then you cheating on me, period? Like, there's levels to this that don't make any sense.
First question is, did you have a rub on? Because you're really gonna be mad if you messed up pregnant.
Could he afford one?
No, he ain't got no rubber.
I was
He's a
gonna say he
homeless
don't have a
dude.
place to stay.
So now you really got some problems to deal with.
That's wild, man. That's a wild story.
I'm baffled because that sound like what was that? We was watching a show, watching one of the videos on Uncorked Wine. I think it was or was it something Al Ron sent? The guy was at the table with the baby in the baby carrier. It's supposed to be his week to watch the baby, and he had a restaurant with another chick. The baby's mama shows up at the restaurant like, you got my baby here, under the table in the baby carrier while you at having dinner with this chick, and she just goes off and tries her best to beat him, and then picked up the baby in the baby carrier and left.
I don't understand. I don't know. Go ahead.
From a man's point of view, it's only a couple times that I probably will whoop somebody's ass. If I catch you in my house doing it, it's an ass whooping. That's guaranteed. That there's no way around that. Man or not, I mean, I know as a man, I know he, she had to let you do it. She had to let you in. She had to do all this. But you're a man, you're in another man's house, and you still go ahead and do it. Yeah, you get the ass whooped.
Yeah, I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. Yeah, Ron, don't get me wrong. I do understand why he whooped his ass. I do get it. But I'm saying.
But everybody getting out as soon as I get done.
For me, it's like the same. I remember it when Cuz was here, he would agree with me as well. Is that I felt the same way as when I was in college, I came home from college to my back in the day. This lets you know how far back in the day it was. Remember when University of Louisville purchased a hotel that was right there next to their campus and converted into the dorms?
I do.
So my boyfriend was staying in the dorms, and I already knew how to get in the dorms. I went to the car, put my hand on the hood. He had just gotten home. The car was still hot. One of the people came out of the dorm. I came in the dorm. I looked like a college student because I went to college, down, the road at Western. I came to that door, and I guess he thought it was housekeeping. I'm sitting there going, this is a dorm. It ain't housekeeping. And I come to the door, and then he like I can't come in. Okay, I know that there was some chick in there, but I was not getting ready to scrap. I'm not getting ready to scrap. No, listen. Why am I gonna get injured? Why am I gonna waste my abilities of whooping somebody that didn't appreciate me enough to not cheat on me? So why do I need to fight her?
Surprise thing.
He probably said, he probably told her I ain't got nobody because I don't go to school there. He probably said I'm single or whatever type of lie. But I'm saying I don't understand why we stay and try to fight somebody. Why? That's gonna make him do right? No. That's gonna make her move on? None of those things is gonna change anything. But so fighting them to me is a lost cause.
Like I said, it's mostly a pride thing. You're hurt, you're mad. And then all of a sudden, one thing leads to the next. It's a lot of times it's hard for people to accept it and just walk away from it. It's hard to do that.
It is, but you got to do. I mean,
it's like you said, it's not doing anything for you to whoop somebody's ass for doing it.
No.
Now, like I did say earlier that depending on the situation, there's only really one reason I'm gonna whoop somebody's ass if that happens, and that's probably the one reason. Outside of that.
But now, so the police get called, you go to jail, or all that, and then and it don't change a thing. Your person still cheated on you, and then there you are. You got scratches, scrapes, and blood spilling, all this stuff, all because you're trying to prove that I deserve to have them.
Well, I mean,
they didn't deserve to have you.
But you're fighting about your feelings. I mean, it's the heat of the moment. I mean, it's literally the heat of the moment. And the first thing we do, and for a lot of people, the heat of the moment is we're gonna swing on somebody.
Yeah, I get it. I definitely listen again. I definitely get it. I just think man, you are. It's kind of like what Cuz said that when he said you're gonna jeopardize your whole situation.
Yeah.
To for that moment to beat this dude up. And I'm saying I really do want to jeopardize it. But then you're right, because why should I add on the misery to my situation because of something that you did?
Yeah, like I said, never said it made sense. It's just it's people's reaction, man. I mean,
people's reaction.
That's exactly what I discovered as a married woman in that area, because that's where the story started, was a married woman, and she was with the homeless dude. I feel like, first of all, as a woman, if there's a problem with this other woman, then I need to, if I'm aware of it, then I'm going to address it. But somebody, Lloyd and some other woman. But I'm saying, in regard to me, some guy trying to step to me, my responsibility is to nip that in the bud. I shouldn't have to bring it to Lloyd, because I know Lloyd may bring the smoke. And see, these days are not the days of back in the day when we were in our teens, where folks will fight you. Now folks will try to kill you. They ain't trying to have it temporarily. I'll beat you down so you get back up again and we live another day. Folks now are trying to take your life. Because not to say that life wasn't, it was much more valuable back then, but you just like, now folks is trying to kill you, and you like, man, okay, somebody was wrong. Somebody said they were single. Somebody said, as Lloyd eloquently put, the dude said, I'm married, but, like, in other words, there's still an option, if you want to holler at me, come through inside the little restaurant. So that meant that he's married, but he's married.
He was married, but he didn't care about being married. I don't think he saw an opportunity and he decided he wanted to take the opportunity. So it's still on him. He made that conscious choice to do what he wanted to do.
I'm just saying.
Well, it's crazy to me, but this is the ABCs of it. Let me ask you another question, guys. How do you shut down cheating rumors? So a lot of guys are getting in situations where they're in cheating rumors. How do you avoid that? How would you say is the best way to avoid that?
The hell is a cheating rumor?
Well, somebody said they saw you at such and such a place, and you did this, and you got into DMs and the da 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 da. Like some things are just like, you gonna get busted. Like if you go in somebody's DMs, then this is pretty much a wrap for you.
So somebody just lying on you, and now you got to get your way out of being lied that you've been lying.
Well, but if they got the receipts, you're in trouble.
Yeah, if you got the receipts, then it ain't a rumor no more.
Right, it ain't a rumor.
Yeah, it's validated at that point.
Okay, let me ask you this question then. Is liking a photo of somebody cheating?
No.
Some people get awfully upset when you like somebody's photo.
No, I'm gonna tell you the stuff that I thought was suspect, and that was it. Well, Facebook stopped doing it, but it used to be called poking. I would get.
I don't even know what that is to this day. What is poking?
Some dude would have, and it would have a hand, like, poking you, and I was like, "What the?" And it would inbox me in my messenger. You've been poked.
Hold on, Mama Knows. I gotta pause you for a second because Alicia just threw out an allegation. She said, "Don't put yourself in a position to have a rumor start, just like women have done for centuries." Lies. Nasty, filthy, dirty, stinky lies. You are not going to sit here and say that women don't put themselves in position to have rumors put about them. I give you J-Lo. I give you the Kardashian everything. I give you so many women who have listen, people cheat because they want to cheat, and it's not gender specific. It's not gender specific. People just cheat. That's just how it is. Men aren't the only one out here, and really black men don't cheat. It's white men that cheat, but black men don't cheat.
What?
Black men don't do that. We've decided collectively. We had a meeting.
Who decided that?
We saved. We talked to the Lord. And
we said we're gonna talk to the Lord.
That means you two Negroes is gonna speak for the whole man, all the men.
We are speaking on behalf of all black men. We are
Nope.
done with that.
we had a
That's
meeting.
unacceptable.
What do you mean it's unacceptable? Do you want black men to cheat?
No, I'm saying
Okay, then. Well, we had a meeting and it's over. We convinced the other ones to stop it, and now black men are.
you convinced all the men not to.
It wasn't easy. I got to tell you.
Boy, you Negroes in
We had
denial.
to bribe them. We had to bribe them with ribs.
Nope.
But they decided they're gonna do the right thing, and we're all the better for it.
Lemon pepper wings go a long way, Mama Noise.
Why? Yeah, in the strip club.
Hopefully, yeah, you built a financial trust. Yeah, there you go.
See,
there you go. Thank you. That's the official pastor of Noise Media and Entertainment, Pastor Cord. Speaking of, there you go. Women who don't want rumors, certainly not the women who you mentioned use rumors for marketing. No, there are women. Listen, women will cheat just like men. Okay, hold on. Stop it, Alicia. I love you. You're one of my favorite noise makers, but stop it. Men aren't cheating with themselves. They're cheating with women.
yeah, other men.
And some of them are cheating with married women. Why? Because when married people cheat, they both have something to lose. So they both go keep their mouth shut. Or at least that's the theory.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, actually it was Lil Duval that started that black men don't cheat thing.
I'm not great comment on that.
We just finalized it. We finished it about 6 months ago.
About 6 months ago. It was about 6 months.
I don't remember that.
It's a black man meeting. Why would you remember it?
Because you should be letting me know your findings.
We didn't advertise it because you advertise stuff like that.
That's true, Alicia. That's true. Some women are cheating with women. That's true. And some men are cheating with men. Like the DL is real. The down low is real. Let's be honest. But my thing is, if you're gonna cheat, just get out.
I'm just saying.
Get out. You obviously not happy, so just get out.
You want to use one woman as the placeholder while you go out and just.
Well, I stayed for the kids. No, you didn't stay for the kids. You're cheating. So just get out.
That's a bad term to use, Mama Noise. You lose it.
A placeholder?
As a placeholder.
Well, that's the one you want to come home to. You don't mind coming home to. You don't mind sharing the same bed with. You don't mind those things. But then you want to run the street. And then I feel sorry for the single woman that's thinking that she's actually met someone. And then you all of a sudden you out on a date and then somebody roll up talking about you with my man. And then you're looking at him like, dude, why you just you in a relationship?
You know what I would like to find out? And this is a terrible thing to want to find out, but I kind of want to find out. What percentage of the cheating is done with married to single? And what percentage of the cheating is done married to married?
The single one be hard because both people got to realize they're in a relationship. If one person realizes in a relationship and the other one saying I'm not in a relationship, but they're both single, that's kind of throws your number off.
No, I agree. I'm saying, no, I agree. It would be hard to track, but I'm just curious because I would surmise to you that it is as many. Well, I don't know. I really don't have a way of knowing this though. But I would say, I bet you the number of married to married is not that far off of the number of married to single.
Wow.
Because of this reason. The divorce rate is at 50%. And adultery is a strong reason as to why marriages are breaking down. So it stands to reason if that is a strong percentage of why men are or women are divorcing, then it must be some type of adulterous situation, either single to single or married to married or whatever. So I just wonder what the numbers look like.
Google. Let's see what Google now.
Oh my gosh.
See, we be spooking our baby out. It's all right. You don't have to worry about that. the guy that marries you, we're gonna have a gun to his head constantly, so you'll be fine.
And here's the bottom line is that even with male, you can have male friends. You should have to worry about that. However, I think some guys, even in friendships, don't set the boundary. If you're gonna have a friend of the opposite sex, set a boundary. That there are certain things there shouldn't be no friend that's a woman of a man that can call him in the middle of the night and say, I think I heard something outside. Can you come over and check? You better call 50. You better call the police if you're trying to call him out of the bed of his wife to come down there and check because you heard a noise. If that's your friend, she wouldn't put you in compromising positions that would make your wife think that there's much more to this friendship than friendship.
And there you go. If she put you in a compromising situation, she never was a friend to begin with.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
As you call it, Mama Noise, you was a placeholder until something came available.
I mean,
you got with the other person, she wants you back.
See, that's that.
And it goes both ways. I'm not just saying men do the same thing. It goes both ways.
Right. I just think we got to be smarter than that. As in these relationships, you got to make sure that you understand who you're marrying and set the right and proper boundaries from the very beginning.
And the other thing is that you should trust your wife. If your wife says, I feel like this friendship thing you have with I don't know, with your friend Shay is more than you may assume that it's just a friendship. But Shay believes this friendship can go as far as she wants it to. And if your wife feels a certain kind of way about it because she sees Shay taking some liberties, then you need to be able to trust her judgment and set Shay straight.
But you also got to be able to trust his judgment. But you also got to be able to trust his judgment as well.
But does he? But see, I think sometimes you guys, y'all, I know that it's a friend, but y'all be like, you flattered that somebody, this chick says she your friend, and you feel a certain kind of way, but you really don't want to rock the friendship boat and stuff. I just feel like y'all struggle with just going ahead and putting the boundary. Bow. This is as far as we go. We don't go any further than that. I don't expect you to step over this boundary.
But if you trust your man, you're going to make sure he put those boundaries in, and he's going to trust those boundaries. So at that point, you would have to trust that he knows what he's doing. Because most of the times, if you have a friend, and she's a female, and you're married, odds are you're going to try to make sure they become friends as well. So you ain't got to worry about any of those damn situations. When they don't become friends, and that girl is just out there just to be out there, and it always just pops up on the blue and all that, that's where shit happens. But if they're friends, she knows who this person is, and you set your boundaries, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Well, and then again, it goes back to what we said earlier. She, as a single person, can have whatever expectations she wants to have, up to and including, I think I can take them from her. Okay. But that don't mean you can.
Yeah.
It ain't about what she thinks, it's about how I respond. I have to have enough in me to say, nah. And if she crosses the line, then I also have to say, okay, well then me and you are done.
Because the temptation can be out there all it wants. Your ass has got to take the temptation.
Yeah, listen. You can't tell somebody how to feel. I can't tell her how to feel, and or even that. Listen, I just love you. I just think you're an amazing man. Okay, well, thank you. I'm a married man, though.
Yeah.
Well, but if you ever, I'm not ever gonna have that. I'm not gonna leave my wife. So, well, I just don't know if I can handle it. Okay, well then we just can't. Then I see it work, and that's the end of it.
And then that's how your relationship that's how that friendship will go away. But the man has to take the responsibility of not doing it.
You putting too much. I think it ain't about whether or not he missed it or If he just got to be a man enough to say, I got it. Whether I missed it or not, I got it now. And whenever I see it, I'm not going to fool with you like that.
Well, then it goes, like we said, on both. It's the same on both sides. I mean, I had a female friend that was really struggling with her marriage. Her husband wasn't acknowledging that, they weren't having conversations. Like, she needed him to validate her in some ways. And he wasn't checking for her like that. He was busy doing work. And not to say he shouldn't be busy doing work, but he was busy working so much so that, she was at work getting all the validation that she wasn't getting at home. The mailman was talking about how much she smelled good. The UPS dude was talking about her earrings. I see those are nice new earrings you got in. And that's a new outfit and all this type of stuff. And she was like, man, I am feeling it, to the point where when I get dressed in the morning, I'm thinking about what type of reactions I'm going to get from the UPS man and the mailman, because those are the ones who keep validating me.
Right.
I was like, girl, you need to have a conversation with your husband.
But
you should not be. You can't be thirsting for the UPS man and stuff. Because and I was like, I'm trying not to just tell her. I was like, the UPS man, he's a hoe. He's just trying to get who he knows.
The UPS man gotta be a hoe.
Because he knew that there's a whole lot of married women that, are not getting per se what they get at home. So he know exactly what he doing. You ain't never seen the meme that has the dude talking about, so your man ain't treating you right. You know what I'm saying? It's that dude. He's the UPS dude.
He's like, what are we talking about right now?
But she's got to understand where she's getting her validation from. Yeah, he may be working a lot. He may be doing all that. He's probably doing everything he's supposed to do. He missed giving you the validation. Talk to him about it. Pull him aside. There's things you can do to get his attention that he's going to give you the validation. You just can't just be like, well, he's not going to give me the validation, so I'm going to go look at it from somebody else. No. Men are visual. There's shit you're going to do that we're going to stop doing other things.
Okay.
But
yeah,
I'm married to the UPS man. Oh my gosh.
Did Alicia, did he get you
delivered
as the UPS man? Like was at a UPS visit and y'all was single and he was single? It's like, hey, I came to drop something off.
Alicia, this was a Texas UPS man. Not where you live. Oh my gosh.
I thought that he walked up talking about, what can Brown do for you?
Pastor Cord is on one.
Yeah, but I would how they get validation from other places.
Oh, he meant high school. Okay.
Yes, they did.
I mean, come on.
But it's true though. It's true. Matter of fact, because I said it, I caused the uproar. When I said that, all of a sudden, the men want to try to meet with Lloyd. Like, what your wife mean that the UPS man be trying to holler at your wife? It's true.
Everybody gonna try to holler at your wife. It don't matter if the UPS.
I was gonna say, I don't know. It's not. Yeah. It's not delivery specific. The FedEx man.
Use as an example.
Yeah.
But
if you show holler at me energy, they're gonna holler at you.
Right. Well, that's just it. That now, or you don't have to show holler at me energy. Like if you just listen. You said it earlier, Ron. Men are visual. If they see something they like, they might holler. But I can't worry about who hollers at you. I only can be concerned about how you respond. So
if your response turns into full-blown conversations, you got thoughts about stuff.
Now we got a problem.
But that's the part. That those be the dudes be like, how you doing? Everything all right at home? Or you say you married? You happily married? What?
Then you could say, are you married? Yes. Are you happily married? Yes. I'm going back in my house. Go talk to one of your girlfriends. Why would you talk to the other man?
You're not getting enough conversation at home with your man. But this dude seemed like he got all the time in the world to listen.
Let me ask you a question. You keep saying that. Is the dude coming home?
Coming home where?
You said she's not getting enough conversation at home. Is he coming home?
Is who coming home?
Whoever this dude is, random dude is that you keep saying she ain't getting conversation from.
She's not getting conversation from her husband.
Okay, is he at home?
Yeah, he's at home.
Then go have a conversation with him.
That's what I told her to do.
But that's
she
not
like,
hear
this
what I'm
dude,
saying.
he really.
Stop. You don't hear what I'm saying. If you feel, listen, y'all are arguing, or she's arguing about a problem, and I know this is past tense, so I'm just throwing it out there like this. She's arguing about a problem that only one person can fix.
Right.
So you need to go to him, and all this stuff that you're saying, you need to say this to him and make him listen. And then if he don't want to listen, bring somebody else in and make him listen. And then after that, if he don't want to listen, bring in some more people and say family or whatever and say, listen, I need him to listen. And then after that, if he still don't want to listen, then okay, now we got to talk about some other things.
Now you got a decision to make.
Right. But you got to make him listen. He has to listen.
And I think what people do is they get to the point where they try one time and then they give up.
Oh, yeah.
And some of that's because they want to give up.
Yeah. You got to be more diligent. Now they're doing a lot better. They're doing they're doing amazing now. But I mean, at first it was like,
know that.
From what I could see.
But and you look on Facebook, that ain't a gauge as to whether or not they're doing better.
Well, at first it was just pictures of the person by themselves all the time. Now it's them together.
Well, I hope that they're doing better. I pray that they're doing better, but I don't know if they're doing better. Yeah. But
I'm just saying it was, it just goes back to what we've said on I Still Do and every other platform that we have is that we just like, look, a lot of it, the problem is the communication breakdown. You must have the conversations and all that it's going to work itself out is BS. You got to go ahead and have the conversation. Nobody knows what's rolling around in your head but you. So until you set it out and put that out there and say, okay, me and Mr. Noiz, for a while we were having a State of the Union meetings, and it would just be he and I. We just put it on the table. Hey man, in this area right here, I'm struggling, or in this area right here, why you ain't doing this no more? Or you know what I'm saying? And that's conversations that a lot of people will never have because they're like, I don't know if I want the answer. Or I don't know if I'm willing to change to make it better.
Right.
Leave it in the hands of God. He would fix it.
Well, you might leave it in the hands of God, but you better have a conversation too.
You better put work in. If you want to save it, don't wait on anybody else. Put the work in.
Put the work in. You got to put the work in.
If you don't want to put the work in, man, you get what you get.
I agree.
However, if this is a dating situation and this type of stuff pop out, hey, I just believe these are all red flags. If you can't have the conversation when you're dating, you think you're gonna have the conversation because you're married?
Agreed.
And that's what I'm saying. You put the work in. You get what you get back in return what you're willing to work for, and how much work you will put in. If you only want to put in 50%, you're only gonna get 50% back in return.
Yeah.
We've said here 101 times, it's an investment.
Yeah.
Marriage is an investment. Relationship is an investment. If you ain't willing to invest, then keep it moving.
Hey, listen, we got to. Unfortunately, we got to wrap up early today because we actually have a series of very important meetings going on. So we will. I'm going to give you some church announcements real quick. The 5 tonight, 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Central. Believe in the ACC tomorrow at a special time of 11 a.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. Central, and then right after that, we got Talkin NOIZ once again. We'll be back on the air at our regularly scheduled time. So I just wanted to give you all these church announcements so you can govern yourselves accordingly. But
and know your noise schedule.
You just don't want to let me be great. Let me finish my statement.
This is helping you be great.
I didn't feel that. It felt more like interruption.
Oh well.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, Mama Noiz's interruptions have caused us to end the show today. So
what? That's some.
Listen, we love y'all. Y'all have a great Wednesday. We'll see you tonight for the 5. A lot to talk about, including the breaking news that just went across the the wire just seconds ago. So we got a lot to discuss tonight. So don't miss us here on all of our platforms. And we'll see you tonight. God bless.
We're talking noise.